Hello, Kiko. Hello, Kiko. Hi, Kiko. Hi, Kiko. Hello. Hello, Kiko. Hello. Hello. I'll visit you in a minute. I'll visit you in a minute. I'll visit you. Hi guys, it is Monday. It is a very, very sad Monday. So there has been a huge fire burning up here in the Pine Valley Mountains. It is so smoky here today. I'm gonna try to give you a better view. We lost a cabin that we bought back in 2003. The girls grew up in it. We had that cabin for over 13 years. We moved out in, I think it was 2016, and we rented it to a family for a few years before they finally purchased it. It is just part of our life and memories. We moved there when my oldest was about 3 and my youngest, Sophie, was around 1, so they just grew up there, and it is so sad to see that home just in ashes on the news. We haven't seen it in real life. My daughter's evacuated here with her 2 cats, so we have just been watching the mountain burn. I'm gonna try to move this to try to, I don't think it's gonna be able to see through the haze, but it is just so sad. We've just been watching the mountain burn all weekend and knowing all the destruction up there. We've had so many friends and family that we knew. We've been in their homes and their homes are just gone. It's just ashes. So it's been a very sad weekend, so stressful. My Etsy shop is still closed. I'm not gonna do live streams this week. I just don't have it in me. I'm going to try to focus on crocheting and get some product maybe done. So when I open my shop, there'll be more to sell in it. But thank you to all the firefighters who have risked their lives. And it said on the news that some of the firefighters' homes, they've lost their homes battling the fire. And so my heart goes out to everybody who has been impacted by that Pine Valley fire, the Forsyth Fire up there. Such a sad, I'm trying to give you a better view here. Now I've got trees in the way. But anyway, it's gonna be a hard week, especially when we go up to see it in real life. That's gonna be really hard. So I'm gonna try to go on with my vlog and on with my week and try to think positively. Thank you for all your prayers and thoughts. It really means a lot. Hi guys, it is about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, and I have been working on making a tutorial for my shoulder shrug that I have. This is the first shrug that I made. It's a long sleeve shrug. It's a little full of coverage, not as open as the short sleeve ruffle shrug. So this one was the first one that I did. It's just a little tighter, so it's less see-through. This one is the longer sleeve. I never did a tutorial for it, so that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. So I will finish this tutorial up tomorrow. It's been just a tiring day of trying to cope with everything that's been happening with the fire. We went to do groceries, me and Lily, because she didn't expect to be here so long. So we had to get some more food for her. Hopefully the firefighters will get control of the valley. The fire's 0% contained, so she still is not able to go back home. Stressful for her and for her cats. So I am going to work on finishing up this tutorial for tomorrow. Again, this is the long sleeve shoulder shrug that I have. The sleeves are longer, no ruffles. Of course, you can put ruffles, you can make them any length, but this is just a little bit more thicker, fuller coverage. Just making a tutorial to go along with this pattern to help people through it if they need some extra help. So I'm just going to say goodnight and I'll see you in the morning. Hello guys, it is Tuesday and welcome in. I know this vlog is not going to have a lot of content because I'm just trying to deal with all of the stress of having a huge raging wildfire in our area. It's very, very stressful. It is growing every single day. The winds are pushing it, making it grow and grow and grow. There's zero containment. The winds can shift on a dime and then it can come our way. Still very stressful. So things I have been doing, I have been working on making a video tutorial for my long sleeve shoulder shrug that I have made. This was the first one that I made. I've worked through the length, so now I've just got to go and show you how to fit underneath the underarms and how to sew the seams together and just continue that. So I'm going to be working on that today. This I did not get to yesterday, but I'll show you. This is the cotton version of my pattern for my poncho. So I started with my pattern and then I'm just making it a little more airier. So this is going to be added on to my easy peasy poncho pattern. This is going to be a second pattern that's added into that pattern. And what I'm doing is just switching my space count with my stitch count for the clusters just to make it a little more airy. And again, this is with cotton. I didn't get to work on it a lot yesterday. This will be a lot more thinner and breathable for the summer weather. I will be adding the fringe to this. So again, this is a sample that I'm working on and I will decide if I like this or not. When I try it on, it looks really, really cute. Right now you're seeing it sort of doubled up, but it's really cute. And this again will be able to be worn with the point in front like that or over to the side like this. So two ways you can wear this. So this is a cotton version that's going to be slightly different with the stitch count and that's going to be added on. Plus I'm going to be putting this as a free written pattern once I get it written up and that's going to be attached to my bio. So this will be a free pattern and it's also going to be attached to my Easy Peasy pattern. So those of you who have already purchased the Easy Peasy, you can just go to my bio here on my channel and get the free pattern from there. And those of you who buy the Easy Peasy poncho in the future, you're just gonna get two patterns for one price. So I hope you like that. And then I'm also working on that other shawl that I'm working on for someone in Maine. I haven't touched it in the last few days because I'm working on other things. I'm working on doing my tutorial. So I want to go through my patterns and sort of look at them and improve them in any way that I can. Add additional photos on a different PDF because I'm limited to that 20 megabytes unless I can figure out how to get you guys using a link more easily. So I'm always working on improving my patterns. If any of you have purchased my patterns and there's something that is wrong in them, or you feel that they could be improved for some way, just message me on Etsy and I will be happy to try to implement that to my patterns because I want to improve my patterns. I appreciate all of the feedback that you give me. It's a stressful, very stressful week for me this week and I hope you guys understand and I'll see you later. So I want to show you how I get my inseam. So you are going to want to measure from the end of your sleeve up to your armpit, and you're going to mark one sleeve, and then you're going to do it on the other sleeve. You're going to mark where you think your sleeve is going to end. Put some stitch markers there to connect your long rectangle together and the end of your sleeve, and then that is going to give you a rough estimate of how it's going to fit. So I like this place right here. So what I'm going to do next is make sure that I like the arm length. I did the arms a little longer this time just to give a different look, a more flowy look at the end with a little longer sleeve. You could do a shorter sleeve. This width measurement, you could do any size. So if you want a tighter sleeve, then go with the exact circumference measurement. If you want a wider, flowier sleeve, then you're going to need to add several inches to that measurement, and make sure you try it on at the beginning to see, do you like the width of your sleeve? So I think I like this. I've got my sleeves a little longer. I haven't sewed them together. That is what I'm going to do next. I want to show you some of the other long sleeve shoulder shrugs that I have made, so you can see the different variations. And this is how I get it off. I just shimmy, shimmy out of it. Let me show you my other ones. Okay, this one I made in the color Brights. It is a soft cotton from I Love This Cotton. Love it! See how if you just start off with a looser sleeve here with your width measurement, just add a few inches, and then it makes these beautiful wide cuffs. So nice and comfortable and soft. I just love it. It is still Tuesday. It is around 7 o'clock. I have finished my video tutorial for my long sleeve shoulder shrug pattern that I have had, and I have been wanting to make this tutorial for so long. So I hope you enjoy it. Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that is poured in. I have been taking just a couple days off and just recuperating. I am feeling better, so tomorrow I should be a lot better than today. Today was the turning point that I actually feel better. We keep looking up at the mountains right here. We can see this all unfolding right from the living room. Watch that fire just growing and growing, and it grows by acres every single day, and still zero containment. So it is still a threat to not only my daughter's home, but other family and friends that live in Pine Valley and then surrounding towns. This fire is growing and it is huge. I'm so thankful for all the firefighters that are fighting and all the volunteers. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna watch Love Island with my daughters, and I hope you enjoy the free tutorial for this. I'm going to be making a bunch of variations for sleeves. I actually want to make one of these and put a cuff at the bottom of the sleeve so it has cuffs, and I want to make one a long sleeve with ruffles. I want to make a little PDF for you with some extra info how to make all kinds of different variations for the ending of these sleeves. Guys, thank you so much for your love and patience. I will see you a little bit later.
Could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room.
Hello guys, it is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday for me anyway. So good morning. So these skies are filled with fire smoke. It's all a haze out there. The Forsyth Fire is still burning, still growing, still zero containment. It's over into the mountains now, so the firefighters cannot just go and get to it. They have to be either airdropped or have teams out there that spend the night way out in the mountains, in the woods. They have night crews. They are dropping fire retardant on the town. It's still burning, so my thoughts are still with them, still stressful. My daughter's still here with her two kitties. I'm just trying to work through and distract myself and try to just get my mindset positive. Things I have done. Yesterday, I spent the entire day making a tutorial so I did a tutorial on my long sleeve shrug. I call it the shoulder shrug. So this pattern is available in my Etsy shop if you want the written pattern, but there is a free tutorial, and the tutorial's right here, and it gives you a step-by-step guide on how I create this. It's really cute and really easy, a really fun pattern. And if it sounds like I'm out of breath, I have really bad lungs, so this smoke in the air is just making me short of breath. So if I sound like I'm short of breath, I am. I have been working on this shawl for somebody in Maine. They are looking for this type of shawl. It's a triangle shawl, so I've officially almost run out of yarn. I was using up a Karen skein that I had. So this skein has been in my stash for a long time. I think I had several more and I used it for, I can't remember what I used it for, but I had one large skein left and it's been sitting there. So this is the Yarn Inspirations Karen Jumbo Ombre, and I finally used it up, and the color is marble, Carrera marble. Carrera marble. So this is what it looks like. I have officially almost used up the last of this yarn. I only have this much left, which is not enough to go across for another row. So I think what I'm going to do is just stop now and mix in some other yarns that I have that will match these colorways because it is ombre. So I'm going to match it with some cream and some grays, and I'm gonna create some fringe all around here. She wants her shawl to be in bright pink, so I'm gonna have to look through and see if I have enough bright pink or if I have to go out and buy some bright pink. I'm working on it. First thing I'm gonna do this morning is I'm gonna go on Pinterest. I wanna conquer Pinterest. I wanna get my Yarn Tinka account on Pinterest. I just have a personal account on there. So I wanna start a Melody Yarn Tinka account on Pinterest, and make some pins and some boards and some links to go to my Etsy shop, maybe my YouTube, whatever. I've got to figure it out, see what the rules are and all of that. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm trying to distract myself from the fire that's going on. So that's where we are, and I will check in with you later. I have finished the shawl that I was working on. It's really pretty. I only had one jumbo skein to do this shawl. I would have loved to have more to make it larger. So it is going to be a smaller shawl, not as big. And I have been working on my Etsy shop. I've been doing my Pinterest for Melody Yarn Tinka, creating some pins, making a business account for Pinterest, linking some of my pins to my shop and my YouTube. And then also I have been working on optimizing some of my listings, product listings and all of that. And now I'm going to be working on that crochet cotton poncho that I am doing for my Easy Peasy. I'm turning it into a cotton pattern, so it's going to be a dual pattern for that. This was very pretty, and now I just gotta find the color yarn for the gal that wanted one of these. Now that I've learned how to make it, I gotta find some bright pink yarn to make her one of these shawls. So I will check in with you guys later. try it on and see how the length is. It's coming along. Good morning, guys. So it is Thursday. I have finished the summer mesh poncho. So this is the one that I actually had started, I think last year with the cotton yarn. I was using orange, lime green, and aqua. I set it aside and it became a whip and I just never finished it, so I decided to frog it. So that's in one of my videos that you see me frogging. But I have gone back to this and I wanted to make a more open weave summer version of my easy peasy poncho. So this is just a variation of that. This will be a free pattern that I am going to add to the easy peasy poncho, so it will be a bundle. I'm going to offer this pattern free. I'm going to write it up. I'm going to make a free tutorial. So let me show you what it looks like on. Nice, lightweight, easy poncho for spring, summer, fall. And of course, with all of the ponchos, you can always wear them horizontally like this and put your sides like this. So I'm gonna have to make more colors of this. It's very just lightweight, just light and airy, and so fun, especially for summer. And of course, if you make it a little bit bigger, you could have it fall more off your shoulders. So I'm gonna give you the multiples so you can make it as the neckline as long as you want. I just started with the same exact pattern that I was doing the easy peasy, and then I just went into a more open weave there. So cool, love it, love it. Okay, so let me open a package from Lisa. This has been, I have gotten this a few days ago and I just was in no shape to open it up. Okay, let's see what I got. So Lisa does crochet. She's from Maryland, and I will put her information below in the description. She crochets so many of my patterns. She's one of my followers, online friends. She has a little shop in town where she sells her crochet items in Maryland. Okay, it is a frozen drink maker. Thank you. Oh my gosh, let me open this up and see what it is. And she has sent me multiple mystery boxes. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wake up my daughter. She's sleeping. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at that, that is so cool. Thank you so much, Lisa, I appreciate this. This must go in the freezer, so thank you so much, Lisa, I appreciate it. And guys, I'm gonna get working today on just writing up the notes for this summer mesh poncho. Again, I started just with the easy peasy poncho and I just adjusted the stitch count for this. So I hope you like it. It's gonna be a free pattern, free tutorial, and I will catch you guys later. Okay, to give you an update on the fire is still growing. I believe it's, I don't know if my daughter said 9,000 acres or more. Still burning, still growing. The smoke keeps changing. This morning there was more smoke way over here, all over the mountain, and then it just went all the way here. So still burning. That's an update on the fire. Still burning, still growing. Okay, update on the hummingbird. So the little baby hummingbird is right there. If you see that little fuzzy blotch. He is learning to fly today, and Mama is not happy that people keep coming in and out. I want to go do a tutorial today. That hummingbird is just so nervous of anybody coming near, walking through here. Picked a bad spot for a nest. Hello guys, it is Thursday. It is around 9 o'clock and I am working on another cotton mesh poncho. This one is going to be in cream. This yarn that I'm using is half cotton, half polyester. It's a little bit more fluffier. The good news that we got today was that the evacuation notice has been lifted from the fire in my daughter's town. So they said after 10 o'clock residents can start coming back into town. They warned that the air quality is extremely poor and it's very smoky, especially early morning hours. We have to wait till at least 10 o'clock to go up there. Morning, it is Friday. Thank you for watching the vlog. It's very short this week because I didn't have a lot of content. I am going to be finishing up this summer mesh poncho. This one I'm making in some of my yarn that I've had in my stash for a while. I was going to try to do these all in 100% cotton, but I happen to have had a couple cakes that were 50 cotton, 50 poly. So I'm just trying one in this just to use up this yarn. I'm on my second cake right now. I won't use all of it. I'm going to go several more rows and then I'm going to add all the fringe to it. I love these little summer ponchos. Now this is my same pattern that I was using for the Easy Peasy poncho. I'm just making the stitches a little thinner, a little more spaces in between. That's the only big difference between the patterns. So I have listed this as a free pattern in my bio, and this pattern is the last link on that page. So go all the way to the bottom and you will find a PDF, a link to a PDF for this free pattern. I'm going to be helping my daughter get all of her stuff ready. She is allowed back in her town today. They have lifted the evacuation today as long as you go after 10 a.m. So we're just waiting, and she's going to drive up there and make sure everything's okay before she packs everything up to go and move her kitties back home. The fire is still growing, it's still getting bigger, but they do have some containment lines in the town, so that's a good sign. But fire is still growing and raging, so it's always a threat until they get it all the way put out. So we are praying for rain and lots of rain. So I'm going to try to get something done today. So once I get to the end of this, I'm going to go and continue the tutorial that I started yesterday. So I started, you guys, in my tutorial on making this, and then I'm just continuing, and then I will pick up later when I get to the edge of this. So I will have a free tutorial also for this pattern. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you later. Okay, the poncho is finished. I put on a black shirt so you guys could see how it looks. It's very lightweight and airy, just like I wanted to. And again, you could make a longer boat neck if you wanted to. Just add to your initial foundation chain multiples of 6. If you wanted a pointier front or sides, just add a chain or 2 to that point. I love it. Love it. And then you can always just turn it like this and wear it like this, sideways. Love it. Very lightweight, very flowing, very casual. A really, really fun poncho. Again, this one I made in a 50 poly 50 cotton yarn just because I had it in my stash and I wanted to use it up. This is ideal for cotton, especially if it has some drape to it, some weight to it. It'll look just gorgeous. You could also maybe add some beading if you wanted to add some beads to this. That would be beautiful. Okay, and for the yardage, I used a whole entire cake of the Lions brand Comfy Blend cotton. That's what I used for this. Lions brand Comfy Cotton Blend. It's a 50 poly 50 cotton and it was 392 yards. So I used one whole entire cake plus I used some of the second cake. I don't know if I even used maybe a third of the second cake, just to give you an idea of yardage.
Hello everyone, I'm over here at my mummy's and I just cleaned the house. And we're getting ready to watch Love Island USA.
Hey guys, it is Friday night and my daughter has moved back to her home up on the mountain. The evacuation was lifted for residents only, so her boyfriend came into town from Vegas. They packed up all the cats and went back home, so I'm hoping everybody enjoys being back home, especially the kitties. I have been doing laundry and washing, and Sophie came over and helped wash floors and help clean. I'm washing bedding and blankets and everything that we put down for the cats, clean litter boxes, and I've been sneezing for the last hour straight. It is about 9 o'clock. I have just loaded my tutorial for my summer mesh poncho. Let me get it. So I have 2 ponchos here that I finished. This one I made for the tutorial and this one I made for the pattern. I love them both. I think I'm gonna keep both of these and wear these to church because they are just so fun. I absolutely love them. They're so lightweight and airy, both made with cotton. Go check out that pattern. So I hope you love it. Go check out the free tutorial that I have on my channel, and also in the description of that video, there is a free written pattern link for a PDF, and also in my bio of my YouTube bio, you will find a free PDF link in there also. So want you to have free pattern. I said I was gonna do a free pattern and I did. So I hope you enjoy it. It's one of my absolute favorites. I absolutely love it. And I wanna make I wanna use up all of my cotton yarn into this pattern because I just love it so much. I love wearing it. It's just so cute and fun. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm tired. It's been a heck of a week. I am so worn out, so exhausted. I'm so glad that I shut down my Etsy shop. I absolutely could not have handled any orders. Packing orders, wrapping orders, doing all the videos, editing, driving to the post office, shipping orders. That takes a lot out of me and I just could not have done it this week. It's been a very, very, very stressful week. But I hope I have some content. I will start editing tomorrow. I hope I can fit all of this week together. It's been just a chaotic week and I've been just videotaping here and there. It probably won't be long, but thank you guys so much for your love and support and watching. I hope you love this free pattern and thank you so much for the support. And if you like anything that I do, leave me some kind words. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye guys.
And whispered out to the scattered light reflects your mind. Splinters, facts from fictions. It's dark outside, it's cold in here. There's nothing